Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jeremy Garofolo here for this IWA web exclusively for the fans on YouTube. I'm being joined currently by the current and reigning IWA champion, live from Shots Bar in sunny Lorain, Ohio. It's Al Hammer, and over at his big tryout for Dragon Gate USA in Chicago, Illinois, the former IWA champion, handsome Tommy Kane. We're going to start this off, this interview via satellite, with Al Hammer. Al, going into IWA Over the Top, where you will meet handsome Tommy Kane in your rematch, do you think you can do what no man has ever done in IWA history, and that is defeat handsome Tommy Kane 2 times in a row?
I do. I do believe I can do that because out of everybody in the IWA, I think I know handsome Tommy Kane better than them all. I've known the kid for 19 some years, and I know his weaknesses and his strengths. And I think
what exactly is that, Al Hammer?
Come on, wait your turn, wait your turn.
What is what? What the fact that I made you tap out? Or, I don't want to get into too many things, but...
Yeah, don't get into too many things. You're not going to see me tap out again. Hammer, tell me one more thing. Tell me one more thing. Do you really think that that was you actually beating handsome Tommy Kane? Or was that getting lucky for one?
Wait your turn, please.
Well, I'm on a busy schedule.
Of course you are, over in Chicago, Illinois, you know. I'm still here in Lorain, Ohio at Shots Club, where all the IWA faithful are. And that's one of the reasons that Al Hammer is on top right now, because I don't turn my back on the faithful. I stay true to what is the IWA.
My next question is directed at the former champion, handsome Tommy Kane. Handsome Tommy Kane, you actually brought it up in your previous statement. How do you feel, perhaps, that Al Hammer might have your number and you might be tapping out again in 1 week's time and Over the Top?
How does Al Hammer have my number?
I mean, I'm just asking you a question. He made you tap out at the summer.
Does anybody remember the past? I mean, this guy for years has been losing to handsome Tommy Kane here in the IWA. I mean, it's
does anybody care if handsome Tommy Kane comes back from Chicago, Illinois?
Trying to happen.
I know I don't. I mean,
right now, yeah. You know what? On the week the IWA is off. That's right. I'm in Chicago right now for Dragon Gate for my pro tryout. I can tell by the thumping in the background that you're probably at Shots drinking.
You're probably right. Here's the problem. You're gonna come back from Chicago, Illinois. No one's gonna give two shits. I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna hang out with everybody who loves Al Hammer. And nothing's gonna change.
Okay, gentlemen, hang on, let's have some order in this interview. Hang on 1 second. Handsome Tommy Kane, I'm gonna direct the next question at you. You brought it up. Do you think by any chance that you being off in Chicago, Illinois, do you think your focus might be off a little bit on one Al Hammer for your big rematch at Over the Top?
I do.
Wait your turn, Al Hammer, come on.
Listen to yourself, Jeremy. Do you really think that that question makes any sense? Where do the best wrestlers come from, Jeremy?
I think it's a valid
I think it's a valid point.
It's a valid question.
I am in Chicago. That's right. Where the best go. Where they come from. I'm being trained and helped by the actual best in Japan. How is this going to affect me in a bad way coming back to the IWA?
I mean, I can't answer that question. Perhaps jet lag. I don't know. Maybe you're letting your for instance, you're getting to be a little full of yourself, but that's not, that's not.
But that's handsome Tommy Kane's way.
I understand that, but that's neither here nor there. That's our own personal opinion. That we'll leave that to a different thing. Al Hammer, my next question is directed at you. Handsome stated before that you've never been able to beat him anywhere. We saw last year in the IWA in your follow-up rematch for returns, handsome Tommy Kane made you pass out in the middle of the ring. Do you think going in to Over the Top that there's a good possibility that you might have the shortest IWA title reign of all time, because Handsome's the only man to hold the title 3 times?
I don't know though, because if you look back at returns of 09, I beat Handsome, fairly fair and square. There might have been a little thing here and there that wasn't so fair. But I beat him I beat you at your own game. It was it was not Hammer style. There was rules.
You're stuttering, Hammer. I can see that.
You're probably right.
I can hear it in your voice, and I'm going to see that at Over the Top. It's that simple.
Don't be so
All right,
sure.
Gentlemen, I guess we did not solve anything here tonight with this interview. Handsome Tommy Kane, best of luck to you in Chicago. Al Hammer, best of luck to you once again. 1 week time, it's IWA Over the Top. Live from Shots Club, it's the rematch for the biggest show of the year as Al Hammer defends his championship against the 3-time former IWA champion, Handsome Tommy Kane. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.